Kobe Bryant is better than Michael Jordan at what he did. Isolation, selfish basketball. Give me the ball, I'm going to finish it. Last second shots, all that kind of stuff. The Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan argument is always about stats, influence, so on and so forth. I look at Kobe as a guy, 10 years, 10 years, two different numbers, same stats. And no one's ever been able to do what Kobe did in 20 years between two different eras. He's played against all the different defenses, all the different changes, the different ball changes, stayed at the same organization his whole career. Like, he's transcended what it calls to be a great player. But we're still talking about the bubble of that isolation ball, selfish ball. And we're talking about someone in the culture of influence. That particular era, Kobe Bryant is better than Michael Jordan at what he did. Isolation, selfish basketball. Give me the ball, I'm going to finish it. Last second shots, all that kind of stuff. And it's to me, it's a no-brainer if you go back and look at it. Michael Jordan won 6 titles, 6 MVPs during an era where he dominated. Kobe Bryant, 5 championships, 1 MVP where he dominated. We've always looked at this conversation like, well, Kobe has to get 6 rings to even be conversated with Mike. And his death is one of those things that takes him to a Tupac level. Because if Mike is Michael Jackson, if Michael Jordan is Michael Jackson, that has to make Kobe Bryant Tupac. And so when you look at Tupac and Michael Jackson, these are iconic figures. You don't put them against each other. You don't compare them. You just have to put them there and say, look, man, let's take this as it is.
You know that Mike had 10 scoring titles. Kobe had 2.
I believe that.
10.
If you're going to go chase
the game of basketball, the game of basketball is about shot making.
I thought it was about winning.
Well, winning and shot. You got to make shots to win games. And,
you got to play defense,
and Mike was
too.
pretty good at winning, too.
You got to play defense. You got to do a lot.
You know, Mike shot 49% from the field for his career. Kobe shot 44%. I'm going to stop because it's not even worth debating Mike versus Kobe. I want to go to the Lakers, who are struggling without LeBron James. Do you think LeBron's return, and there's talk that he'll play on Friday, you think that fixes the Lakers?
Oh, not a chance. The Lakers are in trouble. They depended on Rob Pelinka to save them somehow, some way, but man, he made this way worse than he could possibly ever imagine. You have a roster full of shooting guards and point guards. You got Kendrick Nunn on the bench. You got Ariza on the bench. You got LeBron James coming back. But their roster, when you really look at it, their role players are inefficient. Tucker is like the 3rd, 4th best player. Dwight Howard, DeAndre Jordan are just taking up space, stealing money. And it's like, what are we doing? And you look at how they play, and there's no sense of urgency, almost like you said before, guys don't want to play in the regular season. They're just waiting for the postseason. And it looks bad for Laker Nation because they have an expectation of championship basketball. And as a Laker fan, as a long life Laker fan for a while, after Kobe left, I had to look at the dynamic of why Laker basketball started to decline. And it's because they failed to realize to get solid players like the Warriors. You have to get a solid core of players that can do everything the team needs. They've stacked up on shooters because they have LeBron James pretty much wanting to play the point guard position and to facilitate. But you can't do that with Russell Westbrook. You can't do that with Anthony Davis, wanting the ball the whole time and wanting to play isolation ball. It's just it's a shit show, to be honest. Like, this is not good for them. I'm worried for them because when LeBron James has heat on his back, he abandons ship. So if he feels that he's gonna get the blame for everything that's coming, he's gonna get another injury and he'll be out for a longer period of time.